Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today I got Galaxy S20 Plus Exynos chipset model, and I updated my mobile phone to One UI 8.0. This is the ExtremeROM Quant. The One UI version you can see 8.0 Android 16 baseband version provided, kernel version, and the build number if you can see ExtremeROM Quant 3.0.0. Y2S is the code name of the S20 Plus. Now the good thing is this was the initial release 3.0.0, then other release got out which was 3.0.1, and now finally we got another release 3.0.5. Developer is actually providing the updates for the few mobile phones like the Exynos only. The Snapdragon is actually not supported, and in case if you have the Galaxy S20 Plus Exynos model only, you want to update the mobile phone to One UI 8. In case if you want to use the Galaxy AI, because the officially updates will not arrive for the Galaxy S20 Plus. So what are you waiting for? Watch my further video and do it exactly, follow my steps. In case if you are getting help from my videos, do not forget to like the video. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, in case if you want to watch this type of videos or other technical videos, then subscribe my channel and stick with my channel. Thank you. So links are provided in my video description. We have to download the Odin 3.14.1 and we have to extract it after downloading, and we have to download the TWRP also. This is the Odin pack, and this TWRP is for the G985F and as well for the G986B also, right? And I got 3.0.0, 3.0.1, and the last or the latest update is the 3.0.5. I hope that the bugs will get fixed with the latest version. There were few bugs with the, or I can say minor bugs with the 3.0.0, but still I use the ROM as a daily driver. But hopefully 3.0.5 will bring more stability. Now let's start the flashing procedure. Well, you have to extract the Odin after downloading, then open the extracted folder of the Odin, double click the Odin file to open the Odin file, and then click on this OK on pop-up window. Then on Odin, click AP slot, go to the downloaded folder where you have downloaded all the files, S20 Plus, the ExtremeROM, and you will see the TWRP recovery file. Check the file name, right? Then double click to select the file. Odin is almost ready. I will come back to my mobile phone. So there are few things that we have to do before starting the flashing procedure. Well, let me tell you that the initial release were having face unlocking working, the fingerprint also working, and the camera was all the way fine, and Bluetooth were also working fine. Well, there are minor bugs, but hopefully it will get fixed. Now before flashing the ROM, we have to save all the internal storage data, otherwise the data will get formatted. Check the mobile phone battery, it must be charged. In case if the battery is below 30%, then charge the mobile phone battery. Now go to settings, then go to lock screen and AOD, then tap the screen lock and unlock the screen first, and select swipe to turn off the lock screen. Must turn off the lock screen to avoid issues putting into TWRP. Go back, then go to accounts and backup. In case if you are using Samsung account, sync the Samsung account, must remove it, otherwise the TWRP will not get flashed. Then sync your Google account also and remove it to avoid issues. Now you have to unlock the bootloader also, but my mobile phone is having already an unlock bootloader. That is why I am not going to do that, or I will not show in this video. In case if you want to know how to unlock the bootloader, I will provide video link in my this video description. You can watch that video. I flash the ExtremeROM Quant like from the beginning on the mobile phone, which is on my another channel. Right now, if you have done all these things, simply power off the mobile phone. Data cable must requires. Now use the USB 2 to type C data cable for flashing, and use a good quality of data cable. Other side of the data cable must be connected with computer, right? Now check the mobile phone. It is supposed to be totally power off. When you see that the mobile phone is totally power off, boot the phone into Odin mode. Hold the phone, then press and hold the volume up key, volume down key. Connect the cable with the mobile phone. In few seconds, you will see warning screen. Release both keys. Now, this is the screen from where you can unlock the bootloader. If you can read the instruction, volume up long press to device unlock mode. Yes, you can do that, but my mobile phone is having an already unlocked bootloader, so I will simply press the volume up key once to boot the phone into Odin mode, right? So the phone is booted into Odin mode, connected already with my computer. Coming back towards my computer screen, Odin already detected my mobile phone. This is the sign because I already installed the Samsung Android USB driver on my Windows. In case if you are not having it, then I will provide the link in my video description. Download the Samsung Android USB driver and install it on the Windows. On the Odin, click options, untick the auto reboot, go back to log, then click start on the Odin, so the flashing will get started. It will take a little time, and when you see pass message means that everything's done. Exit the Odin, go back to the downloaded folder. Coming back towards the mobile phone, the mobile phone must be still booted into Odin mode because we untick the auto reboot. Now we have to boot the phone into custom recovery from the Odin mode screen. Check the data cable must be connected with mobile phone and the other side of the cable must be connected with computer, right? Now on the Odin screen, press and hold the volume up key, volume down key and power key. When the mobile phone gets restart, first release the volume down key. Okay, when mobile phones show Samsung logo, then release the power key. Just wait for it. Okay, now wait for 5 to 10 seconds, then release the volume up key. Okay, done. Now the phone will show TWRP screen very soon. I got the Team 1 recovery on my mobile phone. First of all, tap Wipe, then tap Format Data. Let me remind you that you need to save the data before doing this because the data will get formatted. Now, after coming to this screen, type YES tap here. So the partition will get formatted. When done, go back to main screen, tap Reboot and tap Recovery. Must reboot the recovery after formatting the partition. Recovery is back. Now the internal storage will get appears on the computer screen. Here we go. Right. Now I will go back to my downloaded folder and I will copy the latest release of the Quant ROM, the ExtremeROM official release for the Y2S. Copy the ROM file from the computer hard drive. Go back to the internal storage of the mobile phone. Double click to open the internal storage and paste the ROM file on the internal storage of the mobile phone. Now it will take a time. Here we have to wait. Well, on the mobile phone screen, tap Settings, then tap the third menu and make the screen time out to maximum. Okay, done. Go back to the main screen. Wait for it. Okay, I got the file on my internal storage of the mobile phone. Right now, I am done from the computer. So coming back towards the mobile phone, first of all, I will disconnect the data cable from the mobile phone. And on the mobile phone, simply tap Install. Then you will see the ROM file that I or you just copied. Okay, tap to select the ROM file, then swipe to start flashing it. Simply like that. Wait for it. It will take a time. Let the ROM flash, then we will continue. Finally, ROM got flash. Now tap Reboot System. So reboot the mobile phone and the mobile phone will stay a little long on this Samsung logo and then it will start booting to the ExtremeROM Quant, which is actually One UI 8. Wait for it. The first boot will not take that much time. First boot finally completed, didn't took that much time. Complete the setup screen. So all things went very smoothly and very fine. So I got the updated ROM on my mobile phone, which is Galaxy S20 plus the Exynos. So you can see that, and I can see that updated application icon got changed. Yes, if those who have the earliest version, they can simply straightly update the ROM by with the help of this updater application, which is coming default with the ROM. So these are the applications that coming default with the ROM. You can see that kernel su next is provided default. This ROM is actually pre-rooted. If the mobile phone is having device not certified, you can simply make the device certified, installing the modules which are required. And I will also provide the video link in my this video description. You can watch that video to get an idea how to make the device certified, right? So things done smoothly. The control center, the latest one, let me go to the settings, then we'll go to the about phone. Galaxy S20 Plus, the model number is same, G985F/DS. We'll tap the software information. Now, same ROM, ExtremeROM Quant. The One UI version is actually 8. Invite version, you can see that invite 16. Google Play System update, you check the date, basement version provided, kernel version, and the build number. Now this time the ExtremeROM Quant version is 3.0.5. In case you want to know how the ROM is performing on the Galaxy S20 Plus, in case if you want to know any bugs with the latest updated version, then you need to comment me in this video. So I will make another video to show what are the stuff working and not working. Well, thank you for watching my video. Stay connected with my channel, subscribe it. See you later. Bye bye.